Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming into another video. All right, so Jordan Poole has been traded to the Washington Wizards. The Golden State Warriors are going to be taking back Chris Paul's contract. Heard rumors of them wanting that. I don't know why, but Ryan Rollins is also going to be headed to the Washington Wizards. A conditional first-round pick from 2030 is headed to the Wizards, and so is a second-round 2027 pick, also headed to the Wizards. So the Golden State Warriors had to pay to get rid of Jordan Poole's contract. That is the reality of it. They had to pay to get rid of that. Chris Paul's contract, I don't really know what Golden State's plan is for Chris Paul. I thought I knew what the Wizards' plan was for Chris Paul, but they turned it into Jordan Poole. So I don't know. Chris Paul's getting passed around like a blunt, man. We know that's what it is. And he's going to get stretched eventually so he can ultimately sign with likely the Lakers. That's what I think is ultimately going to be the case. So, yeah, I don't think he'll end up a Golden State Warrior. I certainly don't think they're going to pay him his salary to actually play basketball for their team. That doesn't make any sense at all. So, no, don't expect for him to be backing up Steph Curry at that price. Do not expect that. That is coming off the books just as quick as it got to Washington, if you ask me. The most important thing for the Golden State Warriors was to get off of that $32 million a year Jordan Poole contract that they knew damn well they should have never signed him to. And look what happened. They had to give up two futures to get rid of it. A future first round pick and a future second round pick just to get a young player off of your team. That should never have been done. That should have never been done. But nevertheless, now the Golden State Warriors have enough money to do other things. Getting that off of their books is major. Stretch Chris Paul, that'll be fair game. And now they should have some money to play with, some real money to play with. Maybe they can do something to re-sign Draymond Green, maybe structure him out to make him happy. That's probably what they're going to do. But the Jordan Poole era, there's no pool party in Golden State anymore. He's going to be a Wizard, a part of their new rebuild. I think that's a good thing for him because he's on a team where he can jack up 170 shots, jump around, do all the stuff that he loves to do. It could be his team, along with whoever they draft. Given the fact that they picked up Jordan Poole, they have Tyus Jones. So tonight we'll know with the 8th overall pick and the 35th overall pick what they decide to do. Adding to that, Denny Avdija, Corey Kispert. What else do they have? I don't really know. What else do they have? I think that's pretty much what they're looking at right now. I don't think they brought much else. Ryan Rollins. So, like I said, I don't expect that team to be looking to win too many games, but you can see the first domino has fallen in regards to what their vision is, and that's taking Jordan Poole. So that is going to be a good situation, only because in theory Jordan Poole actually is a $32 million a year player, so long as you can put him in a system that allows for him to do exactly what he does very, very best, and that's shoot the ball and dribble around and basically be a splash brother. Now that he has that opportunity, he's going to be taking on even more so stronger defensive teams, and defenses are going to be looking at him a little different because of it. But he'll be able to rekindle himself as a star in Washington. I think the talent's there. They just got to be able to unlock it by putting the right team around him and not expecting him to be the number one. For sure not. But for now, while they're trying to figure out their rebuild, it doesn't matter. He can go through his growing pains. He can take bad shots. It ain't going to hurt him. It does not matter. They want to win 5 games. It doesn't matter. So that's really what it comes down to. Jordan Poole he gets to go out there and jack up a bunch of shots. Anytime he rolls an ankle, he's going to be out for 2 months. It's that kind of thing for the next couple years. Just be ready for it. They're tanking. That's the bottom line. They are tanking. So he's the new Bradley Beal. He is the new Bradley Beal. They got them a younger Bradley Beal, and they get to start the process with him. Maybe draft Anthony Black tonight. That's kind of how I see them doing this. Anthony Black, Cason Wallace, maybe Jarris Walker. I don't know. They'll have their options at 8, or they can trade up. Yeah, what fits there now? You got Jordan Poole. What do you want to put there? What? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what direction they may want to go. Do you want to double down on shooting? Maybe put another super shooter next to him like Grady Dick at the 8th overall pick. That's a little early for Grady, but it's possible they got that piece there. Corey Kispert, and then you would have Jordan Poole. That's a lot of shooting. It's a lot of shooting. You're obviously going to need a big somewhere, but you're definitely not taking any of the centers at 8. So it would probably be somebody like Taylor Hendricks. That would be interesting. Taylor Hendricks, Jordan Poole. I kind of like that. It looks all right to me. If Taylor falls to him, they should probably take him. That's a good way to start your situation. Got rid of KP, got rid of Bradley Beal. So Tyus Jones in place, so you don't have to take a point guard necessarily. Maybe you do have to take a small forward, though, or a power forward. So maybe they don't care about that and they get a guard anyway. Maybe they go with Asar, who could play all the positions, basically. Asar, that's not a bad way to go. Asar Thompson getting them the ball to Jordan Poole and those shooters. I like that. That's not horrible. But Anthony Black still fits there too, just the same. So, yep, that's what it looks like for the Wizards, man. And as far as Golden State, they should have kept Wiseman. Here we are again looking at that Jordan Poole contract now that it's off their books, and I'm saying you should have kept Wiseman. You should have never let that kid go nowhere. Maybe they should reacquire him, to be honest with you. Maybe they should be looking in that direction or something like that. Definitely stretch Chris Paul, though. Definitely don't look at that as a plus. Get that out of there. Draymond may want to play with his buddy there, Chris Paul, but get that out of there. If he wants to play for your team, make him do it on a vet minimum just like everybody else should. Otherwise, that thing needs to keep getting traded for stuff you do want. Now, if I'm Golden State, maybe I'd try to do the same thing. Instead of stretching them, I try to see if anybody else wants to give me a contract that maybe I want that they don't. Because that's what that contract's good for right now. That's exactly what it's good for. So I don't know what Golden State would want. They could use some defensive front court help or something like that. I don't know if such a player is on a contract that needs to be moved around. But, this is your opportunity to add like a RJ Barrett if you desire to. If you're Golden State, maybe add a Julius Randle if you had such desires in your heart. This is how you do that, by shopping Chris Paul for that player, because that player ain't necessarily a plus for that team. You feel me? They just need to get out from under that contract, as to which you can send them Chris Paul for this same little do-diddy dance. You know what I mean? And if they want to stretch it, they can be the team that finally stretches it, or they can search out the contract they want that someone else doesn't want, and we can just keep doing this all summer. Because that's exactly what Chris Paul's contract is for at this point. Nobody really needs to stretch it so long as they find somebody that gives them something that they want. Maybe they want Gordon Hayward. I don't know why they would, but that's how you get him. You take on his contract, and you send Chris Paul to the Hornets. Yeah, I'm telling you, I wouldn't stop this. It wouldn't stop at Golden State. I'd be shopping it too. I really would. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that, man. This does not have to end for Chris Paul. He could be traded 3 more times. And if I were the GM, he probably would be. So, that's what letting people know. It's been a good day for the NBA so far. I think there will be more trades before the draft in about 4 hours. So, stay tuned to BDF44's channel. Of course, I'll be coming to you guys with everything there that there is to see. I don't know how I want to cover the draft, but I'm pretty sure I'll just do a video after the draft and do it like that. Maybe write down all 30 of the first round picks and just tell them to you or something. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got, man. BDF44. I thank you all for watching. Wow.